Welcome everyone to Genius with Just Commentary, guys. And to thank you all so very much for subscribing to Genius with Just Commentary. So far we are near 22,000 subscribers. I mean, I am astonished. I did not realize that I had the potential really to get that far. Honestly, I did not realize that. If you guys might not have known, I had a first YouTube channel. I still have it. A first YouTube channel called AgroSweet Backyard Garden, where I focus a lot on backyard gardening. The plants you see in the background is from that, actually, AgroSweet Backyard Gardening. But so far my AgroSweet Backyard Gardening YouTube channel have been on a inconsistent standstill because of the fact that I don't get a lot of time to spend in the backyard garden. So I am now starting to do some cleanup because I'm done studying basically. Now that I'm done with my exams and so on, I have more time now. Not more time as in a lot of time, but I just have more time to spend in the backyard garden. So I start cleaning up the backyard garden to start planting. Although I really want to start planting, but I have to start because I've got to eat. Right, but yeah, my first YouTube channel, AgroSweet Backyard Garden. I focus a lot on backyard gardening. I focused a lot on showing people how to grow things organically. And one of the questions on the Caribbean Studies exam actually had to do with either non-communicable diseases or agriculture, or the agricultural sector. And you can well imagine which one I chose. I definitely chose the agricultural sector, although I ran out of time. I answered all the questions, but I really felt that I could have put in a lot more information, but time was limited, so I had to ensure that I answered all the high marked questions, and then I came back and did the low mark questions, like all the questions which were worth like 10 marks. I ensured I did them first, and I left the questions that basically was worth like 2 marks, although I answered all, but I made sure I gave more emphasis to the 10 marks question. Nonetheless, as I was saying, so my YouTube channel, AgroSweet Backyard Garden, I have to start it back again. What I always encourage people to do, when you got time to do something, always do it. Try your best to do it, and do it consistently. Because when I started my AgroSweet Backyard Garden for 3 years, I was consistent, never missing a video, never missing an upload. But now for a month now, I think my uploads have been so inconsistent. You would have to wonder if I'm sick or something. But as soon as our reunion plans are over and the reunion activities over, I have a lot more free time. Although that will be the time when the council will be more vigorous in its planning and implementing its plans, because right now we are basically ensuring that we get the ideas right now, and then after reunion we'll have more time to focus on implementing these plans. So the AgroSweet Backyard Garden YouTube channel have been on a standstill, but if you see it and if you know it, you'll be amazed, because I did a lot of work. I did a lot of work to ensure that the YouTube channel get where it is right now, and this is kind of what I'm going to speak about, working hard and the rewards of working hard. I'll get back to that soon. So I just want to encourage you guys to support Genius with Just a Commentary. Continue to make your requests, continue to be faithful by sharing, liking, and so on and so forth. Now I'm gonna talk about working hard, or people working hard and they enjoying the rewards. I saw a post on the social media which was related to a young man whose father is wealthy. I wouldn't mention much information to give it out. If you know who, well, God bless you. But that young man's father right now is wealthy, and some persons were criticizing the dressing of the son, saying his clothes is worth a lot. They were actually putting the price of the belts and so on, and saying that it's worth a lot, and some persons were basically criticizing, and I see this as a jealousy sort of spirit, an envious sort of spirit. So I want to focus on something here. A lot of persons in life, those who are enjoying their rewards right now of what they worked hard for. Hear that? Of what they worked hard for. Most persons worked hard for what they have right now. They worked hard for it. There are some persons, it fell at their feet. They got it almost for free. But technically it wasn't all that free, because someone had to struggle to get it for them. So they were criticizing that young man's dressing, and I'm like, seriously? You all do not know. I mean, this struggle his father maybe had to endure. His father is in a wealthy position right now, sure. But you all are not acknowledging that his father did struggle as a child himself. His mother struggled to raise him up. I'll use a common example. let's say Mark Zuckerberg, right? Mark Zuckerberg is basically a very wealthy man right now. But I'm quite sure we saw the movie of how Facebook was created and how much he went through himself, and whether there was this conflict or whatever. We're not focusing on that, but the point is he went through his own share of struggle to get Facebook where it is right now. He have children, right? His children will not endure that kind of hardship he had to endure to develop Facebook. It's easier for them now. It's much easier for them now. So when we see people struggling, do not belittle them. Do not think that they will never grow out from that struggle because they're struggling for a reason. If they were lazy, unambitious, they will not be struggling because they'll just be sitting by idly doing nothing. But those you see struggling, doing hard work, doing twice the amount of work they are able to do as a human being, it's for a while, because eventually they will reap that reward. Eventually they will. The struggle, because, for example, me and my studies, 5 years, it's been 5 years basically, I've been struggling, working and going to school. That is the most difficult thing. I can tell, if you see you have money, focus on school only and then get a job. But I had no choice. I had to go to school and work, and that was one of the most difficult things to do. Worst again, I do not actually have an office job. My employment is working on field, so I was very uncomfortable going to class. I had to find ways to make myself comfortable to be able to go to class, work on field and go to class. So struggles, they make us stronger. But do not get jealous when you see people enjoying the rewards. You see somebody plus with a flashy car, flashy van, they have a big house. Don't just see that. See or acknowledge the fact that they went through something. They went through something to have what they have right now. So let's not get envious when you see people doing good or when you see people successful. And for those who perhaps did not struggle, their parents had to struggle, their grandparents had to struggle, and I will use myself as a perfect example. Right now, this house, which is for sale, I think I mentioned that like 1,000 times, but I'll keep mentioning it 1,001 times so somebody can come and buy it. This house, which is for sale, it was not always there. It took a lot of hardship and hard work for it to get here. But I'll tell you this, that my grandfather, he struggled. He had to do jobs upon jobs. He was a fisherman. As you can see, we live in by the beach. He used to have honey. He was a farmer. He was a mason. He did a lot of hard work. And in doing all that hard work, he decided he's gonna give my mom a property or land by the bay. He gave it to her. So now she don't have to struggle for her land. But he had to struggle for her land. But she don't have to struggle right now for her land. However, now that she do not have to struggle for her land, we had to struggle to build a house. We had to struggle. I would consider myself to have been raised up poor. Drinking sugar and water to go to school. Avoiding socialization in school because I did not feel like I was at a point in my life or wealthy enough to actually socialize, basically. I was also bullied a lot in school, so I really was not a very social person in school. I was always in class. When it's recess time, I'm indoors. So basically I was raised poor, but I decided I'm not gonna stay poor. I decided, people asking me if I have children and why don't I have a girlfriend and children. Do you know, having children, you have to have money? And people say, okay, they must grow up. I am not going to put my children to they must grow up stage. I grew up, but it was difficult, man. Sugar water, dry bread, sleeping on the floor, rain on a weekend coming and your house wetting. So I've been through the struggle of life. And eventually, after I finished high school, my family and I, mainly my brother and I, decided we're gonna start working rather than going into college or whatever. So we started to work. Now here it is that my grandfather struggled. He gave my mother the land. My mother struggled to raise us up, and now right now we have to struggle to build a house. And right now we have the house. So someone would see the house and be thinking like they must be wealthy. No, it is a struggle. not easy, but it was a struggle to get this house where it is right now. I had to I had to find myself carrying a lot of sand and stones. I had to find myself doing a lot of work. The garden is looking so very beautiful right now. So many trees, it was hard work. So you see, sometimes we enjoying some things and we didn't have to struggle for it, right? I definitely didn't have to struggle for a land. I can tell you that. But my grandfather did. My mother had to struggle to raise us up. When I have my own children, or my brother or my sister have their own children, they will not have to struggle for a house, a home. They might have to struggle for a vehicle, maybe. God forbid, hopefully we can get a vehicle in this, in my time. But the point is, one generation had to struggle for another generation to be better off. So when we see people in life, and 10 minutes, I don't want to leave my vlogs too long. But when we see people in life, don't get envious and jealous of them because someone struggled. Okay, guys? And to encourage you, if you're struggling somewhere or another, and you think ends cannot meet, and you finding by the time you get paid it's gone, endure for the moment. Endure for the moment. It will not always be like that. Just ensure that you endure and you make ambitious plans, you have ambitious ideas, you do things right. Don't just waste your money. Save your money. Buy things you need, not things you want. Then the want will come eventually when you reach a certain level of success. Don't buy what you want when you cannot afford it. Buy what you need. Focus on your needs right now. And make sure that when you buy what you need, ensure it's for ambitious plans and ideas. So, and to encourage you, of course, guys, just continue to follow me on Junos with Just a Commentary. Support me. Oh, the battery's low on this already. Support me, guys, and share videos. And to thank you so very much. And I would like you to have a good day. Have a blessed day. You are unique to yourself. Do what you can. Use your talent and your skills to the best of your ability, and do what is necessary for you to be a successful person in life. Thank you very much. Bye, guys.